Very happy morning to everyone who is watching this video. Hi Ramya, hi Muni, hi Darshana. Happy morning everyone. Gagandeep, happy morning sir. Please check out the audio connectivity. Is the audio clear sir? We will start in the next 1 minute of time. Happy morning Santosh. Ratnam, happy morning. Funny, happy morning. Today mainly we are discussing one of the very easy topics which you can ever get in your examination, that is on ages. Right, a very easy topic. Not much difficult problems will be asked in this. Even if you think that it is difficult, that can be solved very easily. Now let us start the class right away. Let us not waste too much of time. Please write down the heading problems based on ages. Problems based on ages. We will take some easy questions initially to solve the problems. Then we will scale up to the next level of questions. Not like difficult questions. I don't find any too much difficult questions in ages. We will take the next level of questions. Now please see here sir. Suppose I'll start with a very basic question. I'm drafting the question for you. Problems based on ages. Now see here. To start with, we will have a very easy question to start. Now see here. The question is Sachin is younger than Rahul by 4 years. First let us read the question. Sachin is younger than Rahul by 4 years. If their ages are in the respective ratio of 7:9, how old is Sachin? Right? How old is Sachin? Now see here. Let us try to solve some of the questions by using both method 1 and method 2. This is a very easy question. Now see here. You take any person of your choice. First of all, there are two people in this question. First person is Sachin. Second person is Rahul. Right? Second person is Rahul. You take any person of your choice. Any person will always have three kind of situations. One is the present situation. The second one is the past situation. And the next one is the future situation. Right? Next one is the future situation. Now see here. Present, past and future. Suppose if I call the present ages of Sachin and Rahul as X and Y. Right? The present ages I will call it as X and Y. Now see here. The question is Sachin is younger than Rahul by 4 years. Sachin's age is X. So X is younger than Rahul. Why? By how many years? 4 years. This is my first equation. Sachin is younger than Rahul by 4 years. This is the first equation. Second equation says if their ages are in the respective ratio of 7:9. That means X by Y ratio is given as 7/9. How old is Sachin is the question. They are asking you the value of X. Right? They are asking you X value. Two equations are there. Solve these two equations. You will get the answer. So if I solve these two equations, second equation becomes X is equal to 7Y divided by 9. Left hand side of both these equations are same. Equate the right hand side. Y minus 4 is the right hand side and first equation. 7Y by 9 is the second equation's right hand side. Equate it. Cross multiply it. This becomes 9 into y minus 9 into 4 is equal to 7y. Shift it to the left, shift it to the right. 9y minus 7y is 2y. 2y is equal to 36. So y is equal to 36 by 2. It is 18. But the question is not asking for y value. They are asking for x value. X value means back substitute in the given equation. So y, if I substitute it here, x is equal to x is equal to 18 minus 4, x is equal to 14. But 14 is not there in the answer options, therefore the answer is none of these, right? Therefore the answer is none of these. Very, very easy questions to start with. I hope everyone is clear with the methodology which is being implemented in method 1. I hope it is clear, sir. This is method 1. But if you observe method 1 I am using two variables. The variables which I am using are x and y, right? They are x and y. If I use these two variables, because I am using two variables, I need to create two equations to find the value of those variables. First thing is creating an equation. Next thing is solving that equation. Next thing is getting the final value and then substituting that value to get the final answer. You are wasting too much of time in this method. So that is the reason we'll switch on to method 2. Right, we'll switch on to method 2. Now see here. Method 2 says that. What is method 2? Method 2 says that let us solve the questions by answer options, which we have done it in our previous classes of ratios completely yesterday. Now see here, ratios and ages will go together. Most of the questions in ages is also similar to ratios concept. The question says Sachin is younger than Rahul by 4 years. That's the first statement. If their ages are in the respective ratio of 7:9, how old is Sachin? The option says how old is Sachin. After this question I will rephrase my audio system, sir. Just cooperate for the next 1 minute. The option says how old is Sachin. That means first option if I take Sachin is 16 years, right? Sachin is 16 years. Question says Sachin is younger than Rahul by 4 years. That means Rahul is elder than Sachin by 4 years. Rahul will be 20 years, right? Rahul will be 20 years. So respective ratio of Sachin and Rahul is 16 is to 20. Is it 7 is to 9? It is not equal to 7 is to 9. Ruled out. Second option is Sachin is 18. Rahul will be 22. 18 is to 22 is also not 7 is to 9. Ruled out. Third option is Sachin is 28. Rahul is 32. Rahul is 32. 28 is to 32 is also not equal to 7 is to 9. Ruled out. Out of 4 options, 3 are ruled out. Fourth one should be the correct answer. I need not even check the fourth option. Anyway, fourth option cannot be checked because it's not a numerical value. I hope it is clear, sir. Please remember, yesterday also I told in my class of ratios saying that even if the fourth option is the right answer, that also will not take too much of time. Think logically. First option to pick Sachin as 16 years. Probably it is 1 second. Rahul to tell that it is 4 years more than Sachin. 1 more second. To tell 16 is to 20 is 7 is to 9 or not. 1 more second. First option is it 3 seconds. Second option it is 3 seconds. Third option it is 3 seconds. Maximum you should solve these questions by answer options within 10 seconds. Forget about 10. Keep it as 15 to 20 seconds itself, which is still a very, very good method. I hope it is clear, sir. It is still a very, very good method. Next, I'll rephrase my audio system. Just give me 1 minute of time, sir. This is still a very, very basic question. In fact, most of the questions in ages will look like a basic question itself. They are not that difficult. It can be solved very easily, sir. Now comment on the audio system, sir. Is the audio clear right now? Second one, slowly we'll scale up the level of difficulty, sir. And some of the questions what I am taking in today's class has come in the examination also. Maybe I might have changed the names in the given question. second one. I am drafting the question. We will solve some questions. Until to some extent we will solve the questions by using method 1. We will also solve the question by using method 2. Just to understand how to differentiate between method 1 and method 2. Now second one. See here, sir. The second statement says the ratio between the percentages of P and Q is 5:7. So we understood that there are two people P and Q. Present situation, past situation and future situation. Right? Present, past and future. Now see here. The first statement says percentages ratio is 5:7. I told you yesterday in ratios class that if I multiply one term in the ratio by some constant, other term should also be multiplied by the same constant. So I will call it as 5x and 7x. Next, that's the first statement. If the difference between Q's present age is 7x, right? Difference is subtraction. Difference between Q's present age and P's age after 6 years. Right now P is 5x. In future after 6 years he will become 5x plus 6. The difference between Q's present age and P's age after 6 years. P's age after 6 years is 5x plus 6. Is how many years? Is 2 years. What is the total of P and Q percentages? That means they are asking the total of P and Q percentages. 5x plus 7x value they are asking. Very easy way of solving. Simplify. 7x minus 5x is 2x. 7x minus 5x is 2x. Minus into plus 6 is minus 6 is equal to 2. 2x is equal to 2. 2x minus 6 is equal to 2. 2x is equal to 8. X is equal to 4. But I don't require x value. I require a combination of 5x and 7x. That means I require 12x value. 12x is 12 into 4. What should be the answer? 48. Answer is 48. Answer for this question is 48. Is it not audible, sir? Just comment, other people. Is it not audible to anyone? Swati, can you take problems with the present, future and past tense in the single problem? I will take it after some time, Swati. We will start with elementary questions, ma. Arindam Ghosh, please check your audio connectivity, sir. Now see here, this is method 1. Now suppose to solve by using all these things, you might have taken at least around 30 seconds. If you are little fast also, it will take close to around 25 to 30 seconds. Mahinder, don't worry about this method. This is a waste method anyway. Now see here. Very easily you can solve this question within 1 second. Where is 30 seconds? Where is 1 second? That is what you need to analyze. Now see here, sir. Within a second you can tell the answer for this question. The question says the ratio between the percentages of P and Q is 5 and 7. 5:7. Percentages ratio is given as 5:7. And your main question is what is the total of P and Q's percentages? They are asking you the total of P and Q percentages. According to the ratio, percentage of P is 5. Percentage of Q is 7. According to ratio, total of P and Q percentages is 5 plus 7, 12. According to ratio, 12. According to question, how much? 12 should be multiplied by something, or in other words, answer should be a multiple of 12. Out of 4 options, only one option is there, which is a multiple of 12. Answer is 48. Within 1 second to 2 seconds, you can solve this question if you are using the methodology of ratio, which we discussed entirely in yesterday's class. The entire focus yesterday was how to solve the questions by using ratios concept, which is the same concept which we are using in today's ages class. That is the reason after ratios I am taking ages class. You might get a doubt, what if there is another option which is a multiple of 12? That is my next question. Next question, third one. Slowly we will go to the next level, sir. Just I request you to have some patience. Suppose third question. Now see here, third one. Okay, anyway, the options are, I'll just draft it one more time. Okay, now see here. I told you, Raj, that I'll be coming into the next question to solve that kind of problem. Now, first statement is percentages of x and y are in the ratio 5:6. Percentages is given as 5:6, right? This is the first statement. Now, forget about the next statement. Just glance for a second. What is the actual main question? Don't read the second statement and waste your time. Yesterday also I told you in ratios class. Just glance it for a second about the final question. The final question is, what is x percentage in years? What is x percentage in years? According to ratio, x percentage is 5 years. According to ratio, it is 5. According to question, how much they are asking? That means answer should be a multiple of 5. There is only one option, 35, which is a multiple of 5. Therefore, 35 is the correct answer, right? Therefore, it's the correct answer. But suppose I have another option. Suppose I have another option 40, right? I have another option which is a multiple of 5, 40. Now there are two options which are multiples of 5. You pick any option of your choice. Suppose if I take 35, take 35. 5 is becoming 35. 5 is becoming 35. Multiply by 7. 6 also multiply by 7. 6 into 7 is 42. Now you need to have a or you require the second statement. Before that you need not require second statement. If there are more options which are satisfying, now you require the second statement. Read it. The second statement is 7 years hence. 7 years hence is nothing but 7 years later. 35 plus 7 is 42. 42 plus 7 is 49. 7 years hence, this ratio will become 6:7. 42:49. Is it equal to 6:7? Yes, it is equal to 6:7. Because my second statement in the question is becoming true, my assumption of 35 is also true. Therefore, the answer is 35. Suppose by chance, if 35 was not satisfying, don't check with 40 and waste your time. Out of 2 is 1 is not satisfying, the other one should definitely satisfy. Unless you make a calculation mistake, answer should be 35 for this question. Raj, I hope it is clear, sir. This is the same concept what we discussed yesterday also. I hope it is clear. You have a lot of things to be learned from ages class. Lot many things you will learn it, sir. It may be a very easy topic, but you will learn a lot of things from this ages class. Next, fourth one. Now, these are all your examination questions with change in name. See here. Fourth question. Your fourth question says that the present ages of Ajay, Vijay and Sujay, the total of the ages of Ajay, Vijay and Sujay. Okay. Okay, I'll come back to this question. Santosh, if none of these there, we have to check both now. Yes, if none of these, both in the sense, Santosh, first of all, if the option is satisfying, yes, you are I think you are talking about both statements, not both options. If none of this is present, yes, you need to check with both the options. Sorry, both the statements. You are right, Santosh, because maybe second statement might be wrong if none of this is there. Second statement in that first option might be wrong. You need to check with both statements. Next, okay, let us come back to this question. The total of ages of Ajay, Vijay and Sujay is 93 years. That is the first statement. 10 years ago, the ratio of their ages was 2 is to 3 is to 4. What is the present age of Sujay? What is the present age of Sujay? Now see here. They are saying that the ratio between all these three people 10 years ago was 2 is to 3 is to 4. That means the ratio is given for 10 years before. This ratio is 10 years before, right? That means what is the main question? Main question is what is the present age of Sujay? The options also will represent the present age of Sujay, right? Options also will represent the present age of Sujay. That means what I will do is, because the ratio is given for 10 years ago, because the ratio is given for 10 years ago, I will convert my options also 10 years before. That means, can I say that this is Sujay? Thus, according to the ratio, Sujay's age 10 years before is 4 years. Sujay's age 10 years before is 4 years. That means I will convert options also to an option where it is 10 years before. That means, can I say that answer options 10 years before should definitely be a multiple of 4, right? Should definitely be a multiple of 4. 10 years before is 14, not multiple of 4. 10 years before is 22, not multiple of 4. 10 years before is 24, it may be a possibility. 10 years before is 28, it may be a possibility. Suppose you pick anything of your choice. If I pick this option, I am assuming 10 years before he was 24 years. Multiply by 6 always, in all the cases. So it is 12 is to 18 is to 24. This is the 10 years before. 10 years before it is 12 is to 18 is to 24. Presently, right now, 10 years later, it will be 22 plus 28 plus 34. Right? 22 plus 28 plus 34. Now, think logically. The question says the total of the ages of Ajay, Vijay and Sujay is 93 years. That means when I add these three ages, present ages, it should give me 93 years. Think logically, sir. E1 plus E1 plus E1, will it be an odd number? It will definitely not be an odd number. This cannot be the answer. Therefore, this is incorrect. This should be correct. Answer is how much? 38 years. I am sure that you can get the answer for these questions, but I want my student to get the answer to these questions in this kind of methodology so that you will solve it in a little faster way. Sum of three even numbers will never be an odd number, so it can never be the answer. Or if you do not want to work like that as even numbers, odd numbers, work with unit digit. 2 plus 8 is 10. 10 plus 4 is 14. Unit digit in this sum is 4. But unit digit in this option, well, question given is 3. 4 and 3 are not matching as unit digit. Varun, y is multiplied by 6. Varun, I am assuming that 10 years before Sujay is 24 years. So 10 years before, according to ratio, he is 4. According to question, it is 24. 4 into 6 is 24. Because 4 into 6 is only 24. Varun, that is the reason multiply by 6. Swati, what happens if none of this is there? If none of this is there, you should solve it like the way Santosh asked. You should check with both the statements. Anyway, I am checking with both the statements in this question. Why are you worried too much about none of this, ma? None of this in this particular topic will not be that tricky. None of this in some other topics, like suppose simplification and other topics, if you are preparing for bank exams, then that none of this is a tricky option. In this particular topic, it's not that of great significance. I hope it is clear, ma. Next. Now similar kind of question. This is again an exam question, sir. You can check out these questions in Google also if you want to. That means you should understand what is the level of question that will come sometimes in your examination with respect to ages topic. Now see here. Next question. The present ages of three persons are in the ratio 4:7:9. Right? The present ages are in the ratio 4:7:9. First thing which should come in your mind is read the last statement. Find their present ages is the question. That means answer option also will represent the present age. Check out which option is not in the form of 4:7:9. You can directly eliminate that option. First option is not in the form of 4:7:9. Second is 4:7:9. 4:7:9. This also is 4:7:9. Sorry, 5 into 4, 5 into... No, this is not 4:7:9. This is also ruled out. I hope it is clear. Out of 4, you already eliminated 2 options using the elimination method, using the first statement itself. Now, read the next statement. 8 years ago, the sum of their ages was 56. Right? 8 years ago, the sum of their ages was 56. Find their present ages. Now, you have either option B or option C. You choose anything. These are all the present ages. 8 years ago, it will be 16 minus 8, 28 minus 8, which is 20, 36 minus 8, which is nothing but 28. So check out whether the sum of their ages 8 years ago is 56. 20 plus 8, 28. 28 plus 28 is 56. Because the second statement is becoming true, my assumption is also true. Anyway, this statement became true. This option is only already right. You need not even check for the third option. Answer is option B. I hope it is clear. Answer is option B. Yes, Swati, you are right. Alpana, why multiply by 6? Alpana, I don't know whether you have attended my previous classes or not. It should have been much more better if you had attended my previous classes. I am just repeating it one last time for all the students. The question says, find the present age of Sujay. There was an option called as 34 and there was an option called as 38. These are the present ages of Sujay. Right? These are the present ages of Sujay. But the ratio was given for 10 years ago. 10 years ago, Ajay, Vijay, Sujay ratio was 2:3:4. Ratio is talking about the past situation 10 years ago. Options are talking about the present situation. Convert the ratio, convert the options to past situation. Now, right now, Sujay is 34. 10 years before Sujay will be 24. That means I am assuming that he might be 24 years. I am assuming he is 24. 4 should become 24. What is the multiplying factor, Alpana? 4 into which number is 24? 4 into 6 is 24. 3 also multiply by 6. 2 also multiply by 6. Continue from there. I hope it is clear, sir. Clear, ma? Vikrant. Confusion in before or later ages. Vikrant, probably I believe that your doubt will be clarified in the coming problems, sir. Just keep on listening to few more problems. I am sure that it will be a very useful thing for the coming problems, Vikrant. Next. Next question. Now see here. Again, one more question. Probably this is a mock exam question if I remember right. Okay, let us see. Now see here. The question is, a man is 24 years older than his son. That means the age difference between man and son is 24 years. Second statement. After 2 years, his age, that means man's age, will be twice the age of his son. After 2 years, man's age will be twice the age of his son. Find the present age of son. The present age of son is how much? The answer option also represents the present age of sun. Now, if I take sun as 14 years, man will be 24 years more than 14, which is nothing but 38. That is the first statement. After 2 years, it will be 40 and 16. Right? After 2 years, it will be 40 and 16. Question says, man's age after 2 years will be twice the age of his son. Is 40 2 times of 16? 40 is not 2 times of 16. Ruled out. Second option. Son is 18. Man will be 24 plus 18, which is 42. 2 years later, it is 44 and 20. Not 2 times of each other. Ruled out. Third one. Son is 20. Man will be 24 years more than 20. 44. After 2 years, it is 46 and 22. Not 2 times of each other. Ruled out. Out of 4, 3 are incorrect. Mark the last option. Simple way of solving the question, sir. Why should you take let the percentage of sun be x? After man will be 24 older than sun, so it is x plus 24. Why unnecessary equations? When numbers are given, let us work out with the numbers. I hope it is clear. Next one. Now see here. Last option also you can check it out, Swati. You will definitely get the correct answer. If I take Swati, this is for you, ma. Last option, sun is 22. Man will be 24 more than 22. It is 46. 2 years later, he will be 48. Sun will be 24. 48 is 2 times of 24. Answer is matching. But you need not check it if you are 100% sure that first 3 options are definitely incorrect. Now again think logically, because fourth option is the right answer. I am saying this for the students who might have doubt. It might take a time. It will not take time, sir. To pick that it is 14. It is 1 second. That let us calculate it like that way. 24 plus 14 to say it is 38. It is 1 more second. Then to add 2 for it and to tell they are not 2 times of each other, probably 1 more or 2 more seconds. Keep it as 2 more seconds. 4 seconds for first option, 4 seconds for second option, 4 seconds for third option. You need not check the fourth option because 3 are incorrect, 4 should be correct. 4 plus 4 plus 4. Assume it as 15 seconds itself. Still this is slightly easier method. I hope it is clear. Next, now see here. Swati, check if none of this is there. If none of this is there, anyway you are checking the first 3 options, right? So you need not worry about none of this. Shrikant, I am repeating it one more time, sir. I am assuming that sun is 14, which is the first option. Man is 24 years older than 14. 24 plus 14 is 38, Shrikant. After 2 years, they will become 40 and 16, right? 40 and 16. Question says, his age will be twice the age of his son. That means 40 will be twice of 16, it seems. Is 40 twice of 16? No. Because second statement is incorrect, option is also incorrect. Like the way, check for other options, Shrikant. Mahesh Babu. Sir, in this problems, asked high level terminology, sir. Let us wait for some more time, sir, is my answer, sir. Avinash, what happen if none of these will be given as option instead of cannot be determined? It really makes no difference whether it is none of these or cannot be determined. I don't know why are you people asking the same question again and again and making me answer the same thing again and again. Now suppose think logically, Avinash and other students. Suppose option D is not 22 years. Option D is none of these. Option D is none of these. First option you checked. You got it as incorrect. Second, you checked, you got it as incorrect. Third one, you checked, you got it as incorrect. Out of four options, if three are incorrect, you will mark the fourth option. Instead of marking 22 years as the fourth option, which is actually given, if none of this is given, you will mark none of these. What difference will it make? Will it make any kind of difference in this case, marking the fourth option? I am again saying you, sir, none of this is not that of a predominant thing in ages topic. It is a very tricky option in some other topics, but in ages it is not that predominant. Instead of marking 22 years as the right answer, because out of 4 3 are incorrect, I will mark none of these. I hope it is clear. Hemanta, only get option cannot be determined if data is not sufficient. I hope Hemanta is telling the students that cannot be determined will be given if the data is not sufficient. But it is sufficient for us to say that whether it is right or wrong in this question. So even if it is cannot be determined, that is an incorrect answer. So cannot be determined cannot be given for this option because 3 are incorrect. All 4 cannot be incorrect. No, Ananta, it is not stupid doubt, sir. There might be some students who will get doubts. So it is always good to have such kind of doubts. For all the students who are watching this video, my sincere suggestion is please ask as many stupid doubts as possible. I will not think as a stupid actually. Why I am saying this statement is please ask it any number of times for the only reason that right now whatever the doubts you have should be cleared. It should be cleared before you go into the examination hall. When you enter the examination hall, you should not get such kind of thoughts. Your mind should be very fresh and you should be able to answer the questions very, very fast. My only request or suggestion is please slog, please bleed, please do whatever you can do. Please struggle whatever you can before the exam. In the examination hall, you should not struggle with this kind of doubts. Let them ask these kind of doubts. Ananta, that is good to ask because it is always good to know something which is not known or which is something which is haunting in the mind. I believe that students who have asked the doubts, it is right to ask, sir. I never deny it. No, Ananta, you should not be sorry, sir. No sorry between friends. You should not be sorry. Swati, if we have more than one answer, then cannot be determined, can be ticked. Thanks for welcoming queries. Okay, Swati, probably after some problems you might understand much more better. Next question. Now, very, very good question. See here, but you can solve it very easily with our methodology. Now see here, sir. Now this also is your original examination question. The best thing about me is I always change the names of the people who are there in the examination questions. The examination question does not say Sneha and Neha. Sneha is my sister. I always take the names of my beloved ones so that I will create my own question, right? Anyway, it's a original exam question. I just changed the name, right? I always take, probably for all the people who attended my yesterday's session or simple interest session, I took a name called as Sunanda. Sunanda is my mother. Today you will get one more name called as Shivaram, who is my father. Like that, I keep changing the names to whomever I like. Now see here, sir. Original exam question, only the change in names. You can refer it in Google also. Now see here. Very easy, you can solve this question. Very easily. Now see here. Question is, 1 year ago, Sneha was 4 times as old as her daughter Neha. Right? 1 year ago, Sneha was 4 times as old as her daughter Neha. That's the first statement. 6 years hence, Sneha's age will exceed her daughter's age by 9 years. The ratio of percentages of Sneha and her daughter is how much? Now see here. If I go by answer option, first option is 9:2. This is the present. 1 year ago it will be 8 and 1. 1 year ago Sneha was 4 times as old as her daughter Neha. They are not 4 times of each other. Ruled out. Second option is 11 is to 3. 1 year ago it is 10 is to 2. It is 5 times, not 4 times. Ruled out. Third option is 12 is to 5. 1 year ago it is 11 is to 4, not 4 times. Ruled out. Out of 4, 3 are incorrect. The fourth should be correct. Option mark it. Fourth option is 13 is to 4. 1 year ago it was 12 is to 3. They are 4 times of each other. That should be the correct answer. You did not even check with the second statement in this question. Suppose if you still want to check with second statement, please check it out, sir. 6 years hence, I am adding 6. It is 18. This becomes a 9. Right? This becomes a 9. Sneha's age will exceed her daughter's age by 9 years. Sneha's age is 18. Daughter's age is 9. 18 is exceeding 9 by how many years? 9 years, which is true according to the question. Therefore, assumption is also true. Santosh, give questions with 5 options, sir. It makes no difference, Santosh. Examination has 4 options. Even if you keep one more option also, you might waste another 3 seconds of time. Because each option will maximum take 2 to 3 seconds. The more faster, the more you practice, the more you will save time in these questions. I hope you are all able to understand the concept, sir. Next question. Next one. I'm drafting the question, sir. See here. Six years hence only I took Mahinder. Gautam, very good question, Gautam. Now, Gautam, what I am doing in this case is, now, please see here, sir. I'll come back to this question after Gautam's doubt. Now, Gautam, good that you asked me this question. See here. Gautam is saying that, sir, these are all ratios. Ratio is 13 is to 4. It may not be exactly equal to 13 and 4. It can be 26 and 8. It can be 39 and 12. Like that, it keeps on continuing. So that is the reason what I did, Gautam, is I just assumed that they might be the exact values. I am not sure whether 13 and 4 itself are the exact values. I just assumed it initially. Just to save my time, I just assumed it. So I assumed it and checked 1 year before as 12 and 3. This first statement is satisfying if I assume that they are exact values. And I also checked with second statement. Second statement is also satisfying after 6 years. 6 years hence. It is also satisfying that the difference is 9 years. Because both are satisfying according to the statements, my assumption of 13 and 4 being the exact values but not the ratioed values is nothing but true. I hope it is clear, Gautam. Very good question, sir. Next question. Try to answer this, sir. You should be able to answer the questions faster now, having solved these many questions already. Now, first statement is 10 years ago, right? 10 years ago, P was half of Q's age, right? 10 years ago, P was half of Q's age. If the ratio of their present ages is 3 is to 4, present age ratio is 3 is to 4, what will be the total of present ages? Total of present ages ratio says it is 3 plus 4, 7. Question says how much? Answer should be a multiple of 7. These are some of the mock questions. Next 4 to 5 questions are mock questions, which I just picked it up from some of the websites and other things. So these are exact mock questions. So answer should be a multiple of 7. Answer is 35. Suppose there is another option which is a multiple of 7. You can take anything of your choice and check it out. So 7 is becoming 35, multiply by 5. 3 into 5 is 15. 4 into 5 is 20. 10 years ago they will be 5 and 10. The question says 10 years ago P was half of Q's age. Yes, 5 is half of 10. Therefore my assumption is also right. Answer is not 42, answer is 35. Very easily, sir. That too, if you have, suppose by your luck, if you have only one option which is a multiple of 7, like the way it is given in the answer options in this case, you are actually solving this question in 1 or 2 seconds. Where is 1 second solving, where is 30 seconds or 50 seconds solving by variable method? You are saving lot of time. Please remember, you should know the skill of saving time in the examination in particular questions, so that those time can be implemented in the question which you think you have difficulty with. I hope it is clear. Next question. Now see here. Question is, present ages of Kiran and Sham are in the ratio 5:4. Kiran and Sham present age ratio is given as 5:4. Now forget about the next statement. Read the statement finally. Just glance it. What is Sham's present age is the question. That means answer option also will represent Sham's present age. According to ratio, Sham's present age is 4. According to question, how much? Answer should be a multiple of 4. Out of 4 options, 2 are already eliminated. Now go for the second option. The second statement. Second statement says 3 years hence the ratio of their ages becomes 11:9. Now choose any one option of your choice. Suppose if I choose 28, 4 is becoming 28, multiply by 7. 5 also multiply by 7. It is 35. But the question says 3 years hence. He is 38 3 years later. He is 31 3 years later. The ratio becomes 11:9. 38:31 is not 11:9. Therefore this is incorrect. This should be correct. I already told you the questions in ages will be very easy, sir. We will move on to next level questions also very soon. Do not worry about it. But most of the questions which are coming in the examinations are slightly on a easier level itself. I hope it is clear. Next. Next question. Now see here. This is also an easy question, but I want you to learn something from this question. That is the reason I am taking, even though it's an easy question. Now see here. The question is, A is 2 years older than B. B is twice as old as C. The total of ages of A, B and C is 27. How old is B? Right? How old is B? Now see here. I'll come back to your doubt, sir, Avinash and Vikas. How old is B is the question. Now see here. That means answer option represents the age of B. There are 3 people A, B and C. The total of the ages should be 27 according to the question. Now think logically. This should be 27. Suppose if I take first option, A, B is 10, right? B is 10. A is 2 years older than B. That means A will be 12. And B is twice as old as C. That means C will be half of B. It is 5. 12 plus 10 plus 5 is 27. Because it is satisfying, that is the right answer. That is one way of solving it, right? That is one way of solving it. Now see here. Instead of doing all these things, this is also a good method. I am not saying that it's not a good method. This is the best method in fact. But I am trying to make you think in a different way. Now see here. The sum of these 3 people's age should be 27 years. 27 is nothing but an odd number, right? 27 is an odd number. Now, when will you get odd number? Suppose B value is nothing but the answer options. Answer options are B. Suppose if I choose an even number, right? If I choose an even number, that is what I choose initially. If I choose an even number, then question says A is 2 years older than B. 2 years from if I add 2 to an even number, again that becomes an even number. Even plus even will become even, but finally I require odd. That means C should be odd number itself. That means when I divide this 10 by 2, or whatever this value I have taken by 2, that number should give me an odd number. Yes, 5 is an odd number. So this is a possibility, one case, right? But think logically. Suppose if I take 9 for B, A, B, C. If I take 9 for B, 9 divided by 2 is 4.5. Here it is 11. Can it be 27? No, it cannot be 27 because fractional values cannot be said as odd or even numbers. Similarly, if I take 7, 7 by 2 is also 3.5. Fractional value cannot be said as odd or even. Or in other words, left hand side I will get fraction if I take 9 or 7, but right hand side is a whole number, right? Right hand side is a whole number. So directly you should eliminate B and D. That is what I want to explain in this question. The answer should be either 10 or 8. Now check it out. If it is 8, 8 means 8 by 2 will become an even number again. Even plus even plus even will not be an odd number. So therefore the answer should be 10 itself. There is another way of solving. That means I am not saying that this is the best method. This is one of the other ways of thinking about this problem. Even though it's a very easy question, the way you think differs a lot, matters a lot. I hope it is clear. I am using a concept of odd and even in this case. Clear, sir? I am coming back to the live chat. Avinash, sir, if we check only Sham's age 3 years hence, that should be multiple of 3, that multiple of 9. Okay, let me check the question, Avinash. I forgot what is the actual question. Sham's age. Okay, 3 years hence, the ratio of their ages will be 11:9. Okay, very good, Avinash. I am very proud that you are thinking in this direction. Now I'll come back to that question again, sir, because Avinash said one of the very good point here, which I want every other student also to learn. Now see here, this was the question. We solved by using present ages ratios, but question also says 3 years hence. 3 years later, the ratio of Kiran and Sham, it is 11:9. That means answer options represents Sham's present age. Don't keep the answer options as Sham's present age. Keep the answer option as 3 years later. 3 years later, Sham according to ratio should be 9 years. According to question should be multiple of 9. 3 years later, 31, not multiple of 9. 30, not multiple of 9. 29, not multiple of 9. 27, it is a multiple of 9. Very good thing that you have identified that, Avinash. Very good. Santosh, simple interest and compound interest might not be taken again, sir, because it's already completed. Yuva Kishore. Pushpa is twice as old as Rita was 2 years ago. If the difference between their ages is 2 years, how old is Pushpa? You can solve these questions easily by answer options, sir. I hope everyone understood the concept of even and odd concept, right? Next one. Next question. Now see here. Listen to this carefully. Slightly concentrate from now onwards. It's a very good question, sir. You will get confused if you do not listen carefully. Please pay complete attention. Now see here. A father said to his son, let us read statement by statement. A father said to his son, that means my father came to me and said this statement. What is my father telling to me? He is saying that I was as old as you are at present at the time of your birth. Right? Now, what my father is saying is, my father came to me. My father told me a statement saying that I was as old as you are at present at the time of your birth. That means he is saying that when I was born, when I was born, whatever my present age is right now there, whatever my present age is there right now, that was the age of my father when I was born. Again, read the statement. He is saying, I in the sense in this question, it is my father. I was as old as you are at present. My father's age at that time when I was born is exactly same as my present age right now. Right? I was as old as you are at present at the time of your birth. If a father's age is 38 years now, find the age of son 5 years back. What is the age of son 5 years before is the question. Right? Age of son 5 years before is the question. Now see here. 5 years before the options are given. I don't want to work with past situation. Let us convert everything to a future situation, present situation. 5 years before I was 14. Right now I will be 19. 5 years before 19. Right now I will be 24. 5 years before 33. It is 38 right now. 5 years before 38. Right now it is 43. Convert everything to 5 years before scenario. Sorry, present scenario. If I convert to present scenario, if I take 19, as of now I am 19 years of age, right? As of now I am 19 years of age. Presently I am 19 years of age, and my father's age right now is 38 years of age, right? My father is 38 years of age. What my father is saying is, suppose, think logically, if I am 19 years of age right now, when was I born? I was born 19 years before. Common sense should say as I was born 19 years before. If I am 19 years right now, that means my father is telling an old story of 19 years before. When my father 19 years before, my father was 38 minus 19, which is 19, which is nothing but my present age, which is nothing but what is given in the statement also. Because the statement is becoming true when I choose the first option, option is also true. Answer is 14 years according to the option. Now let me take an incorrect option and prove that it is incorrect. That also will be good sometimes. Suppose right now I am 90, sorry, 5 years before I am 19, right now I am 24, right now I am 24. Now father will be 38 right now. Now see here, think logically. If I am 24 years right now, I was born 24 years before. 24 years before, my father was 14 years of age. My father is saying he was having the same age as I am having right now at the time of my birth. 14 and 24, are they same? They are not same. Therefore assumption is also incorrect. I hope it is clear. Assumption is also incorrect. Easily you can solve this question, sir. Only thing that is required for you is you should understand the statement. Shrikant, this is a very easy question, sir. Present ages are given. A man's age is 150% of what it was 10 years ago. Present ages, subtract 10 from options, find out 150%, but 75% of what it will be after 10 years. Find out 75% of 10 years later. Both should be same. Which option is matching? That is the right answer. Next question. Rocking rod, the only way I will repeat it more number of times for you is once you call me, sir. This is the fifth reminder for you. Jyoti Prakash, sir, can we watch the videos later which is already completed? You can call me, you can message me right now to my number, sir. I'll guide you how you can watch all the videos. Please message me right now to my number with your name. I'll call you right after the class. Now, next question. Next, listen to this carefully. See here. Understand carefully, sir. There is a lot to learn from this question. Please listen carefully how we solve this particular question. There is a lot to learn. Just give me a minute. Again, I will draft the question. Now, this is the question. Sometimes it becomes very difficult to draft these kind of questions. Thank God. Okay, now see here, sir. Okay, I'll remove the audio system. 1 minute. I hope the audio is clear now, sir. Okay, now see here. Question is, Suman's age is 1/6 of his father's age, right? Suman's age is 1/6 of his father's age. Suman's father's age will be twice of Nakul's age after 10 years. If Nakul's 8th birthday was celebrated 2 years before, then what is the present age of Sumant? Now, the first option is 6 2/3, which is in mixed fraction, which is not visible properly here. Now, see here, sir. This is also an exam question with a change in names. Now, see here. Suppose first let us try to solve it in method 1. There are 3 people, Sumant, father and Nakul. Any person will have present situation, past situation and future situation. Suppose if I call present age of Sumant as X, please read the first statement. Sumant's age is 1/6 of his father's age. That means if I call present age of father as X, Sumant will be 1/6 of father X. But I don't like to work with fractions. Starting only if I get fractions, I will keep getting fractions in all the steps, so that I will keep facing a lot of difficulty and waste my time. So what I will do is, I will call that Sumant's father age as 6x. Why? Because 1/6 of 6x is nothing but x. I hope it is clear. 1/6 of 6x is nothing but x. So Sumant's father, I will call it as 6x. Sumant will become 1/6 of 6x, which is x. Now read the next statement. Sumant's father's age will be twice of Nakul's age after 10 years. After 10 years, Sumant's father will be 6x plus 10. He will become twice of Nakul's age. But as of now, we don't know what is the present age of Nakul, right? We don't know what is the present age of Nakul. Now see here. If I read the next statement, if Nakul's 8th birthday was celebrated 2 years before, that means Nakul celebrated his 8th birthday 2 years before. 2 years before he had his 8th birthday. That means right now he is 10 years. After 10 years he will be 20 years, because question says Sumant's father's age will be twice of Nakul's age after 10 years. After 10 years he will be 10 plus 10, 20 years. What is the present age of Sumant? That means they are asking you x value, right? They are asking you x value. Now see here, sir. They are giving in the question that Sumant's father's age will be twice of Nakul's age after 10 years. That means this scenario they are saying Sumant's father's age will be 6x plus 10 will be equal to twice of Nakul's age after 10 years. Nakul's age after 10 years is 20. 6x plus will be equal to 40 minus 10, 30. X will be 5. That means answer for this question is also asked for x, which is 5 years, which is the fourth option, right? Which is the fourth option. Now listen to this carefully. Now listen to this carefully, sir. This is my method 1 using variables x. Suppose I want to solve this question without that method. Suppose, one more time I am drafting the question. I want to solve the question without that method. Now listen carefully, sir. Suppose, for example, Gopal, anyway, do not worry about the first method. Listen to the second method carefully, sir. Now question says, Suman's age will be 1/6 of his father's age. There are 3 people, Sumant, father and Nakul. Now what I will do is, the main question is, what is the present age of Sumant? Because the main question is what is the present age of Sumant, answer option also will represent the present age of Sumant. There is a very important point now to learn. Please listen to this carefully. Answer option also will represent the present age of Sumant. Now, instead of going with the first option, what I will do is, students asked me yesterday and today saying that what if the right answer is the fourth option? That is actually the right answer, which we already solved by method 1. What I will do is, I will not start with the first option, but I will start with the last option, 5 years. Sir, how will you identify that you should start with last option? Are you taking last option because that is the right answer? If I knew that it is right answer, why will I take it and check it out, sir? If I knew it is right answer, I will mark it and go ahead for the next question, right? I am not taking 5 years as the first option because that is the right answer. I don't know whether it is right or wrong in the examination, but I am taking 5 years as the option because that is the smallest option. I hope it is clear. Out of all the 3 options which is given, 5 is the smallest option. Suppose, for example, if I ask you what is 5 into 4, we will easily tell 20. If I ask you what is 55 into 44, you might not tell the answer so easily. That means smallest options you will take lesser time to solve. Even though, suppose for example, after you picked up 5 years, if 5 years is incorrect by chance, you wouldn't have wasted too much of time, because you would have solved, because it's the smallest option, you would have taken less time and solved it. You would have wasted less amount of time. I hope it is clear. So whenever any question is given in the exam, do not try to solve always with the first option. There is no mandatory rule that you should always solve with first option. Take the smallest option and check it out, and it may be the correct answer in most of the cases. Just to tell you, this is something, an analogy. It is not true always. Answer options, whatever will be the smallest options, is becoming the right answer in most of the cases. Underline that word, in most of the cases, not in all the cases, right? That means, don't come to me after the examination and say that, sir, because you said the right answer is the smallest option, I marked smallest, but it is incorrect. I am not saying that. I am saying in most of the cases it is becoming right in ages topic, not in all the topics, sir, right? In ages topic. Now see here, if I take 5, Sumant is 5. Sumant's age is 1/6 of father. Father's age will be 6 times of Sumant. Father will be 30, right? Father will be 30. Sumant's father's age will be twice of Nakul's age after 10 years. After 10 years he will be 40, right? He will be 40. Nakul celebrated 8th year birthday 2 years before. That means right now Nakul is 10. 10 years later he will be 20. They also said in the previous statement, Sumant's father's age will be twice of Nakul's age after 10 years. Is 40 twice of 20? Yes, 40 is twice of 20. Therefore, my assumption of 5 years is right. Answer is 5 years. I hope it is clear. Answer is 5 years. Now, even if the answer is not 5 years, you would have taken little less time to solve this, because the 5 into 6 is 30 is very easy to tell. Adding 10 is very easy. Telling 10 plus 10 is 20 is very easy. You would have not taken too much time. Now think logically. Suppose if 5 years is incorrect, which is the next option you will go for? The next option you will go for is not 6/2 by 3 years. Even though 6/2 by 3 is the next easiest option, please do not go for 6/2 by 3 because 6/2 by 3 is a fraction. Whole numbers are comparatively easier than fraction. Next, second option, try without is 24. I hope it is clear. I hope it is clear, sir. Answer for this is 5 years. Please remember, I am not taking 5 years into consideration because that is the right answer. I am taking because that is an easy option. Next question. Now see here. Next is a very good question, which is again one of the questions in the exam. Now see here, again the change in names. Listen to this carefully, sir. The question says, if 6 years is subtracted from the present age of Shivaram and the remainder is divided by 18, then the present age of his grandson Sakshit is obtained. If Sakshit is 2 years younger to Srushti, whose age is 5 years, then what is the present age of Shivaram? Let us read the statement again and again to understand it much more better. Now see here, the main question is, what is the present age of Shivaram? Answer option also will represent the present age of Shivaram. First option, if I take Shivaram as 48 years, right? If I take Shivaram as 48 years, read the first statement. If 6 years is subtracted from the present age of Shivaram, I will subtract 6. It becomes 42 years, right? It becomes 42 years. And the remainder is divided by 18. When I subtract 6, the remainder is 42. Can you divide 42 by 18? Is 42 a multiple of 18? Definitely it is not. Therefore, the first option cannot be the answer. Similarly, 84 minus 6 is 78. 78 is not multiple of 18. Ruled out. Within 5 seconds, you should have a knack of eliminating two options. That is where I want you to learn. Now, 60 minus 6 is 54. 54 is a multiple of 18. 96 minus 6 is 90. 90 is also a multiple of 18. There are two options pending. Out of two, which one will I pick? I will pick 60 years. Why 60 years? Because 60 years is the easiest option compared to 60 and 96. Right? 60 and 96. Now listen to this carefully. If I subtract 6, 60 minus 6 is 54 years. Remainder is 54. Divide. The question says remainder is divided by 18. When I divide 54 by 18, 54 by 18 is 3. That is nothing but the age of his grandson Sakshit. So Sakshit, according to the option, is nothing but 54 by 18, 3 years. Right? Next, read the next statement. If Sakshit is 2 years younger to Srushti, whose age is 5 years? So question says there is another girl. That girl age is 5 years. And they are saying that Sakshit is 2 years younger to Srushti. Sakshit is 3 years. Srushti is 5 years. Is 3 years, 2 years, is 3 years, 2 years younger than 5 years? Yes. 3 is 2 less than 5. Because the second statement or the third statement is becoming true, my assumption of 60 is also true. Suppose if 60 is incorrect, don't check with 96 and waste your time. Mark 96 and move ahead. But in this question, 60 itself is correct. I hope it is clear. Please pick up an answer option which is the smallest option. I am eliminating 48 and 84 because 48 and 84 when subtracted by 6, the remainder will not be divided by 18. I hope everyone is clear with the logic, sir. Next question. We will solve the last 5 or 6 questions which are very good questions. Ravi Kumar, I'll explain only one option, sir. I am choosing 60. Question says 6 years is subtracted from the present age of Shivram. I subtracted 6 years, Ravi Kumar. 60 minus 6 is 54. This is the remainder. Remainder is divided by 18. I will divide 54 by 18. When I divide, the present age of his grandson Sakshit is obtained. 54 by 18 is 3. This is nothing but the age of grandson Sakshit. I hope it is clear. Next, if Sakshit is 2 years younger to Shrushti, whose age is 5 years? Shrushti is 5 years. Is 3 years 2 years younger than 5 years? Yes. Because this statement is right, my assumption is also right. I hope it is clear, sir. Clear, right? Next question. Now listen to this carefully. Very, very good question. These questions are. See here, very good question. The name also is the same in the exam. I did not change the name in this case. Prashant, if it is A years and B months, options are not in terms of months, right? All the options are only in years. So you can eliminate. Now see here. First let us read the question. Ayesha's father was 38 years of age when she was born, while her mother was 36 years old when her brother, 4 years younger to her, was born. What is the difference between the ages of her parents? Right? What is the difference between the ages of her parents? Now, let us again read the question. But before that, now listen to this carefully, sir. Whenever you get a question like this, always assume whatever the character which is given in the question as yourself. That is the best way of solving, right? Always assume whatever the character which is given in the question as yourself. Now see here, very, very easy and logical way of solving to avoid confusion. Now if I assume Ayesha character as myself in this question. Now see here, first statement says Ayesha's father was 38 years of age when she was born. That means, suppose I am taking my scenario. You take whatever year you like. Excuse me. You take whatever year you like. You will get the... Sorry, sir. Now see here. I'll come back to the question. Now see here, whatever year you want to take it, you will get the same answer. Suppose the best way is to take the year which you are born, or in this case I will take some year. Suppose for example 1983 we won the World Cup. I will take that. Assume that I was born in 1983. Just an assumption. You take any other year, you will get the same answer. Now see here, sir. Question is, Ayesha's father was 38 years of age when she was born. When I was born in 1983, for example, my father was 38 years of age, it seems. Right? My father was 38 years of age, it seems. Next, while her mother was 36 years old when her brother 4 years younger to her was born. That means I have a brother. My brother is 4 years younger to me. That means if I am born in 1983, my brother was born in 4 years later than 1983 because he is my younger brother. So 1987 my brother will be born. At that point of a time, my mother was 36 years of old. At that point in 1987, my mother was 36 years of old. What is the difference between the ages of her parents? Very easy logical way of solving. In 1983, my father was 38. In 87, 4 years later, my father will be 42. Difference between 42 and 36 is 6. Or in 1987, my mother is 36. In 1983, 4 years before, my mother will be 4 years less than 36, 32. Again, the difference is 6. Very, very logical and easy way of solving to eliminate the method of variables. Easily you can solve and easily you can avoid confusions in these cases. I hope it is clear, sir. We will solve a similar kind of question which will be slightly trickier than this question. I hope it is clear. Now see here. Similar kind of question. Let us also solve in the same analogy. First let us read the entire question. Then we will understand it. Then we will solve it. 1987 is nothing but 4 years later, Raj. 4 years later, my elder brother was born. Sorry, younger brother was born. So I was born in 1983 means my younger brother was born in 1987. Now see here. First read the question completely. My brother is 3 years elder to me. My father was 28 years of age when my sister was born, while my mother was 26 years of age when I was born. If my sister was 4 years of age when my brother was born, then what was the age of my father and mother respectively when my brother was born? Too much of confusion if we read the entire question together. Let us not read it together once again. Let us do statement by statement. What I understood is, I have a brother and I am myself and I have a sister. And the question is also talking about my father and mother, right? This is what is given in the question. Now see here. You take any year of your choice. Similarly, if I take the World Cup 1983 as my birth year, for example, right? For example, see here. The first statement says, my brother is 3 years elder to me. If I was born in 1983, my brother would have born 3 years before 1983. He was born in 1980. That's the first statement. My father was 28 years of age when my sister was born. When my sister was born, my father was 28 years of age. I don't know when my sister was born. I don't know as of now. Read the next statement. While my mother was 26 years of age when I was born. When I was born in 1983, my mother was 26 years of age. Right? That is the next statement. If my sister was, read this carefully, sir. If my sister was 4 years of age when my brother was born, that means whenever my brother was born, my brother was born in 1980. When my brother was born, my sister was already 4 years of age. That means my brother was born in 1980. My sister would have born in 4 years before 1980, because at 1980 she was already 4 years. That means she was born in 1976, right? 1976. Your question is, what was the age of my father and mother respectively when my brother was born? In 1980, what is my father's and mother's age is the question. See here, very easy and logical way. In 1976, my father is 28. In 1980, 4 years later, my father will be 32. In 1983, my mother was 26. In 1980, 3 years before, my mother will be 23. Answer is 32 and 23 years. One of the best method you can implement to avoid confusion. Read a statement, fill the data. Read the second statement, fill the next data. Read the third statement, fill the next data. Read the final statement, complete the question. Simple and easy way of solving the questions. I hope it is clear, sir. Simple and easy way of solving. Next question. Next one. Probably last 2 to 3 questions of today's class. See here. The most easiest way of solving this question is, read the question. The ratio between the ages of father and son is 5:2. Father and son ratio is given as 5:2. That's the first statement. If the difference between their ages is 27 years, what will be the father's age after 6 years? After 6 years, how much will be the father's age is the question. Now, according to the ratio, father is 5 years, son is 2 years, difference is 3 years. According to question, it is given as 27 years. 3 into 9 is 27. 5 into 9 is 45. 4 into 2 into 9 is 18. Father presently is 45 years. Father after 6 years will be 45 plus 6. Answer is 51. Very easy way of solving by ratios concept. I hope the methodology should be very, very clear. Answer is 51. Next. Now listen to this question carefully, sir. Slightly tricky question, but we'll try to understand how to solve these kind of questions. Slightly tricky. Okay. Now first let us read the question, and then we will read statement by statement. The age of father 10 years ago was thrice the age of his son. 10 years ago the father is thrice the age of his son. Next, 10 years hence father's age will be twice that of his son. 10 years later it is given. What is the ratio of their present ages? Ratio 10 years ago is given, ratio 10 years hence is given. Present age ratio we need to do it. Present age ratio we need to do it. Himanshu, your method is also right, sir. Now see here, present age ratio we need to do it. Now find it. Now listen to this carefully. What they are saying is, first statement is, the age of father 10 years ago was thrice the age of his son. That means father and son ratio is 3:1. When it is 3:1, this is 10 years before, right? This is 10 years before. That means 10 years before means I will call it as 10 minus. I will represent in short as 10 minus. Next statement, 10 years hence. 10 years hence is 10 years later. I will mark it as 10 plus. 10 years hence, father's age will be twice that of his son. 10 years later it is 2:1 ratio. Father is 2 times that of his son, right? Now your question is, what is the ratio of their present ages? Now see here, listen carefully, sir. This is a scenario 10 years before. 10 years before, father is 3 years according to the ratio. Now what I will do is, I will find out the age of father 10 years before. 10 years ago father's age will be. How to find the father's age? Listen to this. This is a shortcut to find the father's age 10 years before. What I will do is, 10 years before father's age I am finding. Father's age 10 years before is 3. Write down that 3. Write down that 3 into minus 10 to plus 10. What is the gap? The gap is 20 years, right? Because 10 minus of minus 10 is 10 plus 10, 20. The gap is 20 years. Write down that gap of 20 years. Next, if you are considering this value, take the opposite ratio. Take the opposite ratio. What is the opposite ratio? 2:1. Find the difference in the opposite ratio. What is the difference of 2 and 1? 1. Write down 1. Divided by cross multiply. Do it cross subtraction. 3 into 1. 3 into 1 is 3 minus 2 into 1 is 2. So what should be the answer? 3 into 20, 60. 60 by 2 is, sorry, 2 into 1 is 2 in this case. 60 by 1 is 60. That means father's age 10 years before is nothing but 60 years. According to ratio, father's age 10 years before is 3 years. According to question, 60 years. 3 into 20 is 60. 1 into 20 is 20. Right? 1 into 20 is 20. That means 10 years before father is 60. Presently, right now, after 10 years, he will be 70. 10 years before son is 20. Presently, after 10 years, he will be 30. Present age ratio is nothing but 70:30. It is 7:3. Answer is 7:3. I hope it is clear. Answer is 7:3. Now you might get a doubt. Sir, you picked up this value and found out the age of father 10 years before. Can I pick this value and find out age of father 10 years later? Will I still get the same answer? Definitely yes. Now see here. Suppose if I do the scenario, 10 years later, 10 years later, I am finding father's age. Same analogy I will implement. 10 years later, father's age is 2 according to the ratio. Write down 2. The gap between the years is 20. Write down 20. If you are taking this ratio, take the opposite ratio and find the difference. 3 minus 1 difference is how much? 2. Write down 2. And then do cross subtraction. 3 into 1, 3. 2 into 1, 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. So this is nothing but 2 into 20 into 2 is 40 by 1, sorry, 80 by 1, 80. 10 years later, after 10 years, my father will become 80 years. Right now, he should be 70 only. However, the way you want to do it, you will still get the same answer. I hope you are clear with the logic. I hope it is clear, sir. Next, last 2 questions. Adarsh, please call me to my number, sir. I cannot upload the videos live in YouTube because I do not have permission and it is against our policy in our organization. But you have 96 hours of content which I kept on saying every day, where you can buy this content. You can watch the videos unlimited number of times, Adarsh. For more information, for any person, please contact this number or please contact this number. Any of the numbers, whichever you are comfortable, please contact, because you can watch the videos of 96 hours where you can sit in your home and comfortable and watch all these videos, sir. This I kept on saying so many days, from so many days. So I am just repeating. I will come back to the question. I hope it is clear, Adarsh. You can call me to this number, sir. 96 hours of content is available. Anytime you can watch it. You can rewind, you can pause, you can replay, you can listen to the same content. Any number of times you can watch it, sir. Right? It is 1 year validity will be given. Please watch it unlimited number of times, sir, so that your concept, everything will be cleared, whatever we are discussing. You need not wait for my class to start. You can start me to take the class whenever you need. Call me to my number or call to my other director number. MBA Raja, logic behind this formula I will not explain in today's class, sir. That is actually a concept in some other topic. When we discuss that topic, you will understand it. But suddenly this problem came right now, right? So I was supposed to use that logic. We will see that logic in some other class. Aditya Adarsh, I really don't have any problem in uploading, but all the problem is, according to policy, we should not do it, sir. Not only I, any person in the organization should not upload the videos. That is the reason, that is one of the reasons most of the students are actually purchasing 96 hours of video content, which is actually helping them a lot at a huge discounted price. 25,000 is the actual price. Nikal though, we are not interested in burdening you or your parents. You will get it at a huge discounted price. Aditya and Adarsh, please contact to any of these numbers to know more about this. You will get a huge discount. Next, last 2 questions. Now see here, this is also one of the very good questions. Now see here, sir. Same logic I will implement. Listen to this carefully. First statement is, the ratio of age of man and his wife is 4:3. There are 2 people, man and wife. The ratio of ages of man and his wife is 4:3. That means present age ratio. Present age ratio is given as 4:3. That present is nothing but the right now scenario. That I will call it as 0 level scenario. Right? That is the 0 level scenario. That's the first update. That's the first update. Second statement says, at the time of marriage, the ratio was 5:3. At the time of marriage, we don't know when they got married. They got married some years before. That is actually the question if you read. How many years ago were they married? I don't know when they got married. That I will call it as X years before. As of now, the ratio was 5:3. Anyway, I will not use variable X in my solution. Do not worry about this. Right? 5:3 was the ratio at the time of the marriage. And after 4 years, this ratio will become 9:7. After 4 years, that means 4 years from now, the ratio becomes 9:7. Right? The ratio becomes 9:7. Your question is, how many years ago were they married? How many years before were they married is the question. Now see here. If I take these two scenarios, because I don't want to work with variables, if I take these two scenarios, same logic I will implement. If I want to find the present age of man, right? Present age of man, if I want to find man's present age, right? Man's present age. How can I find the logic? In what I can do is, same logic I will implement. This logic is, as of now, the age of man is 4 years. Write down 4 into 0 to 4 years. What is the gap? 0 to 4 years gap is 4. Write down 4 into take the next ratio 9:7. The difference in next ratio 9:7 is nothing but 2. Write down 2 divided by, do cross subtraction. Cross subtraction is 7 into 4 is 28, 9 into 3 is 27. 28 minus 27 is 1. Write down 1. That means 16 into 2 is 32. That means actual present age of man is 32. Rewrite the diagram. If I rewrite the diagram, man is to wife is, some years ago it was 5:3. Present scenario it is 4:3. 4 years later it is 9:7. According to ratio, present scenario is 4, man's age is 4. According to question 32. 4 should become 32. Multiply by 8. 3 also multiply by 8. 3 into 8 is 24. 4 years later they will be 32 plus 4, 24 plus 4, 36 and 28. Right? 36 and 28. Now the actual question is, how many years before were they married? Now go with answer options. If I go with first option, 8 years before. If I take 8 years before, this will be 32 is the present age. 32 minus 8 is 24. 24 minus 8 is 16. Is this equal to 5:3? 24:16 is not equal to 5:3. Ruled out. Second option, 10 years. 32 minus 10 is 22. 32 minus 10 is 22. Where is this? 32 minus 10 is 22. 24 minus 10 is 14. 22 is to 14 is also not equal to 5:3. Ruled out. Third option is 11 years before. 32 minus 11, it is 21. 24 minus 11 is 13. That is also not equal to 5:3. Out of 4, 3 are incorrect. The fourth one should be correct answer. Answer is D. Answer is D. I hope it is clear, sir. I hope it should be very, very clear. Now, MBA Raja, in which topic this concept falls? Just the name of the concept. Raja Bhai, sir, logic boliye. For both of you, sir, this is a concept of proportions. I did not discuss proportions. I will not be able to take right now. I will only take what is required for the students for this particular topic. In proportions, we will get it. And in proportions, I did not explain proportions. I only took the concept of ratios in my yesterday's class. Whenever you are comparing two ratios, that is nothing but proportions. Anshul Gupta, can we get a whole course video package for SSC preparation? Anshul, my answer is partial yes, partial no. To understand the meaning of partial yes, partial no, you should definitely call me right after the class. Arjun, I will definitely not explain the concept, sir. Please do not deviate from the topic. Today the topic is on ages. Today's topic is not on proportions. If any students want to know the logic behind this, you can call me to my number right after the class, which I am kept on telling to every student. I will not deviate from the topic. Please understand, guys. I have problems to be solved in ages topic. Why should I go and teach you 15 minutes extra, which is some other topic? I will not deviate. When it comes to that topic, I will teach. Otherwise, I will not teach. Either you should have patience, or if you do not have patience, you should call me after the class. Anantarao. I am repeating the formula, sir. Percentage according to ratio is 4. I wrote 4. The difference between the ages, gap is 4. I wrote 4. Take the other ratio, 9:7. Difference is 2. I wrote 2. Divided by, cross multiply. Cross subtract. 4 into 7, 28. 9 into 3, 27. Difference is 1. How you got this? As of now, my answer is I can't say. Probably for you to explain that concept, I should start with ratio proportions once again. Proportions basics I should teach, and then I should take some numerical values. I should explain you how it comes. It takes time, sir. I am not interested in deviating the topic. Students might have been attending this class only because of ages. My concentration is ages. Arjun, you need not apologize, sir. You are asking me a doubt, but I told that I will not explain you this doubt right now because that is some other topic. There is no need to apologize for it. I hope it is clear, sir. Next, last question. Anshul, you need to call me, sir. If you want to know more about the package of SSC and other things, you need to call me to my number. Last question of today's class. Very, very good question. See here, sir. It's a very good question. Aditya, I cannot tell the price right now. You can call me to my number so that I will help you out with the price. Or you can call to the other number which is given. Right now you can call while the class is happening for the other number. But for me, you can call me after the class. Now see here. Now first let us understand the question. First let us read the question. Last question of today's class. The ratio of the ages of husband and wife 5 years ago was 11:9. Whereas at the same time, please underline that word, same time. Whereas at the same time, the ratio of ages of husband and his son was 5:1. Next statement. 5 years hence, ratio of ages of husband and wife became 13:11. What is the sum of the present age of all 3 persons of the family? Now let us read statement by statement once again to understand it much more better. First statement. Ratio of ages of husband and wife 5 years ago was 11:9. That means there are 2 people as of now in the first statement. 5 years ago, the ratio of the ages of husband and wife, how much it is? It is 11:9. Right? The ratio of ages of husband and wife is 11:9. Next, whereas at the same time is nothing but the same 5 years ago only they are speaking. Whereas at the same time, the ratio of ages of husband and his son was 5:1. Husband and son 5 years ago, it is how much? It is 5:1. Now think logically, sir. If you think little logically, suppose if I tell you a statement, right now I am 30 years of age. At the same time I am also 37 years of age. Is it a valid statement? Is it a right statement? Definitely no. If I say I am 30 years right now, at the same time I am 37 also. Can it be possible? It can never be possible. That means common sense should say, every one of us saying that at the same time a person cannot have 2 different ages. A person should have only one age at the same time. That means what I will do is, the question says 5 years ago, according to the ratio, husband is 11 years. 5 years ago, according to the ratio, husband is 11 years. At the same time, 5 years ago, husband is also 5 years. Husband cannot have two different years as 11 and 5 at the same time. Make them same, because common sense should say that at the same time the age should be same. That means husband should be same years at the same time. That means 11 and 5 make it as the same number, which is what we discussed in mixture topic. What is the number which is the same number as 11 and 5? LCM. LCM of 11 and 5 is 55. That means 11 should become 55, multiply by 5. 5 should become 55, multiply by 11. Rephrase the ratio. 11 is to 5 is 55, 9 is to 5 is 45, 5 is to 11 is 55, 1 is to 11 is 11. That means, can I say that the husband age is same at the same time as of now? If I write it one straight equation, 5 years ago, husband, wife and son. Husband is having only one age 5 years ago, that is 55. Write down 55. Wife is having only one age 45. Son is having only one age 11. But I don't want 5 years ago situation. Let me convert it to a present situation. At present, husband, wife and son. 5 years ago, husband was 55. Now husband will be 60. Wife will be 45 plus 5. Son will be 11 plus 15, right? Son will be 11 plus 16, 15, 11 plus 5, 16. Now see here, that is what I can do still now. Read the next statement. 5 years hence, that means after 5 years, 5 years later they are talking about. 5 years hence, husband, wife and son will become 60 plus 5, 50 plus 5, 16 plus 5, right? This is what I will get. The ratio of ages of husband and wife became 13 is to 11. Check it out. 5 years later, husband and wife ratio became 13 is to 11, it seems. 65 is to 55. Is it 13 is to 11? Yes. 13, 5, 13 there, 65, 5, 11 there, 55. That means, because this statement is true, the whatever the value which you have written as the present ages, they are also nothing but the actual values, right? They are also nothing but the actual values. What is the sum of present ages of all 3 persons of the family? Sum of present ages of all 3 persons is 60 plus 50 plus 16. Answer should be 126 years. Very, very beautiful and logical way of solving. Everyone should understand that at the same time a person cannot have two different years. Make the years same. Husband is having 11 and 5. Make it as 55, because 11 into 5 is 55. Simple way of analyzing, simple way of solving the questions. I hope everyone is clear, sir. Very, very easily you can solve those questions. You need not struggle in solving that kind of questions. I hope everyone is clear with the logic. Now, just to announce you the classes going further, schedule of the next few classes. Now, for all the people who are new to this particular video sessions, my name is Ajay Kumar. I am the director of Anil Nair classes. You can call me right after the class for any clarifications with respect to academic doubts. There is a WhatsApp group where every day students keep adding to the WhatsApp group to discuss a lot of doubts. Beauty about it is students only will clarify the doubts. Anyone who is interested to get added to this WhatsApp group, you can message me at my number. I'll definitely add you to the WhatsApp group. Some students asked for the course. 96 hours of video content available for 1 year validity with all the shortcuts which is required for an aptitude based examination. You can watch this, clear the aptitude exam. It will help you close to 60 plus examinations all over India, government exams, including some of the toughest exams like CAT. Sit in your home, relax, rewind, pause, replay as many times as possible. Huge validity of 1 year is given, which was earlier only for 6 months. Right, if it was earlier only for 6 months. I hope it is clear, sir. 6 months has become 1 year validity right now, only in the given offer period. 25,000 is the actual fees. This will become 25,000 itself very soon. We will fix the price as 25 itself in the next few days. But having said that, anyone who wants to grab it, you need not pay 25 right now. You have a huge discount. You can either call me to my number to know more about it, or call to my other director number, whose name is Ujwala. You can call her and know more about the details at this number. Any person who can call to these two numbers to know more about the details, sir. Right? You can watch it unlimited number of times, wherever you are located, whenever you are free, whichever the place you are there. Right? So this is something which students kept on asking from the last few days, which we kept on helping the students in whatever the little way we can. Right? That is something which is there. And WhatsApp group is something, if you want to get added, please message to my number, WhatsApp number. I'll be more than happy to help you out. Right? Coming to the schedule of today's class, today evening 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock to 7:30 p.m. some of the high quality questions in permutation and combinations will be discussed. Listen to this. These are slightly higher level questions, sir. Right? Slightly higher level permutation combination questions. Today's class will be taken by Anil sir. I will not be taking today's evening session. Anil sir will take today's evening session. He was there in Coimbatore from the last 3 to 4 days. He is back to Bangalore tomorrow morning. He will be taking today's session on permutation and combination high level questions from 6 o'clock to 7:30. Right? I hope all the problems which is discussed in ages is very clear. Any person who is interested in adding to the WhatsApp group or clarifying your doubts or probably purchasing this 96 hours of video content, you can call to any of these numbers, sir. Right? The fees will be definitely not 25. It will be less than that. It will be too much less than that. It will be surprised to listen to whatever the price it will be. You can call to any of these numbers, but it will be only applicable for limited number of students. The more you relax in this case of taking, the more you will struggle in future. Right? I don't want to say this statement, but having said that, I have seen so many students that with experience I am saying this statement. Thank you everyone for waking up so early and listening to my class with so much of love. Thank you everyone for attending the session. Thank you, sir. Let us have a very good day ahead. Thank you everyone.
You can learn any subject, anywhere, any place, and on the go. Come, let us go the other way in learning. Download our revolutionary app for free. AMC.